Hello everyone, we're back. I decided since I wandered around again, much like before, trying to figure out what to do for like 10 minutes straight, I decided it's better I just cut the video and I'll find what to do on my own time. And I did, actually. It took me a few minutes of being mentally challenged, but I actually looked at the map and the door we came in over is over here, and there's a whole side right here that we didn't go to. And when you go over here, you get the stage controls, which control the props and the scenery. And thankfully, I was just goofing around with it, and I was going. So you can have one of these going at a time. That changes the scenery. And so I decided to activate one first, and then I did this first one over here. Nothing happened, but then when I tried the second one over here, along with the first one here, we get a weird little noise. So that is a pretty clear emphasis of the mirror being ready for us, I guess. Or at least that's what I would assume. Anyways, I was reading about something, and I want to see if we can find it here, so I'm going to run to the lobby before we go through the mirror. Oh, a straitjacket. Because if I remember correctly, the mirror takes us to the final boss of this area, not of the game, the boss of this area. I mean, he's the boss of this gym. Anyways, I believe there's something in the lobby, because I was reading about, just for fun, just different memos throughout the game and how they connect to other games, and I saw one in here, or it said that it was in the lobby here somewhere. There's apparently a theater promo pamphlet page somewhere in here. Is this it? Folk Legends. Take the costume for Caliban. The designer Bill Ortega has taken a native buffalo spirit, fusing it with the stark, iconic images seen in the ancient local cult of Valtiel. His set design for its dark, cavernous cave was inspired by Owl Cave, a local historical blank. This is what I was looking for, which is just worth noting. It mentions the local cult of Valtiel. Again, another Silent Hill game that mentions the cult, the local cult, not a proper noun, not the order, which again is the mistranslation we see once in 3 and once in 4 from the same document. So, just worth mentioning. And also, Valtiel, of course, is the protector guardian spirit we see in Silent Hill 3, trying to make sure we make it through the game. And, well, I won't spoil it, but anyways, I just wanted to show that before we head through the mirror. Let's head through the mirror. It looks really dark. This is again, like I was talking about the lighting before, this is a good example of everything is pitch black except for the seats, which makes sense because when you're in the dark, your eyes adjust to the things closer to them, generally. But you can tell that it's an external lighting source and not Travis's eyes adjusting, because all of the backs of the seats, even all the way over there, are lit up, but the stage is not, and nothing else is. So again, hard to say if it's a technical limitation or they just didn't really notice or care, but the lighting is just a bit, it's not as good as the original few games. I mean, technically, on a technical level, it's better than 1, just because, 1 was on the PS1. But on a design level and how it implements it, it's not as good. Anyways, let's switch costumes really quick before heading through here. We used all of these. We still have quite a few left that I haven't used. I already showed these two. Let's see what the weaponsmith outfit is. It looks like just a weird mechanic dude. the back of his shirt says "Bad Boy." All right. The stalker outfit is interesting. I've read it. It looks similar to a show some TV show or anime, I can't remember what it is. They're police or soldiers. No, I remember actually. It looks like the Starship Troopers um, armor, at least the helmet. Starship Troopers, for those who don't know, is a really good 90s kind of schlock movie, but when you look past the schlock, it actually has some good meaning and commentary on war. But I'm not going to use that, it looks kind of goofy. Since we have so many and we're actually getting pretty close to the end of the game, I'm just going to go through a few. The tracksuit, the typical mafia outfit. Says TG on the back, like Travis Grady. Ambassador, I showed the ambassador one. Let's see what sharpshooter is. Belongs to a gun enthusiast. And it's just normal camo vest and hat. So for now, I think I'm going to go with the savior outfit, actually. Just because I think it looks kind of funny. The tight leather jacket. So let's head through here. I think there's some kind of wolf on the back of it. Alright, so it did take us to a new area. It's not just the stage. We're clearly in some sort of forest. And there's nothing anywhere to be seen. I'm sure if we head this direction, we'll find something. Now, what is this? I got a stage office key. There's some sort of creepy body parts here. A mutilated body, once again. Looks to be by the butcher.
Be not a fear. The isle is full of voices. Sounds and sweet airs that give the light heard not. Sometimes 1,000 clangling instruments will hum about mine ears, and sometimes voices that, if I then had waked after long sleep, will make me sleep again. Then, dreaming, clouds be folded over the show riches, ready to drop upon them. Then, when I wait, I cry to dream.
A little flashback of Alessa's memory of seeing the play. It's just pieces from the play. Quotes by, I believe that's from the character in the play named Caliban. And we got the stage office key. Let's figure out where the stage office is. It's back here, backstage. So we're going to head that way. No point saving the game, I've never made a mistake. If I die, it's probably not my fault, it's usually the video games. I just don't make mistakes. Oh jeez. I'm pressing buttons. That reminds me, I've been doing this for like 4 months now. Over 4 months now. And I always say that. I always say I'm pressing buttons and it's not my fault if I screw up. But it hits me now that a lot of people might not know what that's from, which is, it's a reference to there's a guy on YouTube who makes YouTube playthroughs, and his name is Darkside Phil, and he always blames everything but himself in the game, and he has the most high-pitched, whiny voice and laughter, and whenever he starts losing, he just starts screaming, I'm pressing buttons, I'm pressing buttons. It's pretty hilarious. Especially, you watch him play Street Fighter 4 online. He used to be a pro player, and he just keeps calling everyone scrubs, and then when they beat him, he keeps saying they're using these shitty online tactics to beat me, using their leg switches. DSP is a great dude. Anyways, let's go in the stage office and beat up this little kid. I didn't get him. Watch this little kid in his upside down hands. I'm just gonna run away. Equip a new weapon. Smashed him with a lamp. I believe there's a prop control lever. Okay. Essentially the same stomping, hitting, kill mechanic is used in Silent Hill Downpour. The only difference being that in Downpour it doesn't cut away, it doesn't use a different camera angle. Downpour was, I don't know if I've mentioned this, but it's not made by the same people as the people who made this. Or even Homecoming, although, I mean, Tom Hewlett had a hand in it. So we need a prop control lever. I'm guessing it's curtain control here? I'm not sure. Actually, now that I think of it, maybe there's a little place for it on that prop and scenery control board we were looking at. That might be the common sense answer. We'll try it. Anyways, there's a credit for, wow, hey buddy, for associate producer in the opening credits of this game when Travis is talking to the trucker and doing his monologue. And it says Tom Hewlett, T-O-M-M-H-U-L-E-T-T. And Tom Hewlett is worth note because he is probably the worst thing to ever happen to Silent Hill, quite honestly. What the fuck? When I reload the gun, I reloaded the shotgun and it changed the little icon into a service pistol. And now the service pistol is a hunting rifle. And so it seems to take on the shape of the one right after it. Huh. That's very strange. So let's try the stage control, or the control over here. It's not right here. So it's probably out over here. And despite the fact I never make mistakes, I should. Well, I'm trying to say I don't make mistakes. I messed up the sentence. Okay. So let's go out to the control thing and we'll see what we can do. Oops. Yeah, it looks like there's 3 here, which means, yeah. That brings down something on a chain. Let's go and see what this is. Some sort of costume suspended from the ceiling above. It's made of musty smelling fur and rope. But it didn't seem to make a noise or tell us to go into there, so I'm guessing the scenery is off. And we're going to guess that we need the cave scenery, because we read about in the pamphlet that it... Yeah, there we go. Because I read in the pamphlet it said Caliban is in the cave, and if it's a musty fur creature, then it's probably Caliban, since that's what he is in the Tempest. So let's see. Okay, so this is Caliban. He's the final boss of the theater area, and Caliban has a bit of a story behind him. We should probably use a gun here. Let's see how much rifle ammo we have. 8. We want to save that. We'll use our shotgun on Caliban. So Caliban is a character in the Tempest, at least that's where the name comes from. And Caliban is the boss here because, as we can kind of pick up and learn, at least I'm pretty sure we will, after we beat him. Alessa was very frightened when she snuck out of school or wherever to go see the play, and she saw Caliban and she was very scared of him, which is understandable because he looks very scary. I'll show a picture of him after we fight him so that you can get a clear look. He's actually almost too big to see, but as you can see, he's got his back legs are actually hunched over his head and they become his forearms, which is a really cool design. And it's actually thought that this is based on a design of, well, I'll wait until after we finish the fight to explain, because I don't want to take up the whole screen while we're fighting. There is a slight difference in his model between the PSP and PS2 version, and what that is exactly I'm not sure. I know that it has something to do with the bandages, and as you can tell, he has holes in his knees, and I think one version has either more holes and less bandages, or more bandages and less holes, although I'm not sure. I couldn't really find a picture that really showed it easily enough. I will equip the service pistol. He's gonna hit us if we stand here. The music just cut out there. I wonder if he's dying. Yeah, he is.
You need these, don't you? Not again. Riverside Motel. I think I've been there before.
Okay, so our next destination will be Riverside Motel. And anyways, Caliban is generally thought to be generally thought to be based off of, or at least inspired by, the design of a character in the movie, which again I still haven't seen, named Colin, and I'll show a picture of him here. And he clearly has his legs sort of coming over his back, over his head, and it looks pretty disgusting. It's a good design, especially for a video game movie. It's a pretty inspired, cool design. And anyways, it's actually thought that Akira Yamaoka, who would usually have no involvement in monster design, saw the design in the movie, because he makes the music, so he would have no real say in the models or assets of the game beyond the sound design. And he saw Colin in the movie and he thought, that's really cool. We should use that for a game if we're gonna make it. So he pushed to have the artist make something similar. And I want to show you this concept art of Caliban, just by the way, because the concept art here is really awesome. I've been mostly showing model renders throughout the game because there's only concept art for a few monsters, but the ones that there is concept art for It actually looks really good. It's some of the best concept art in the whole series. Um, Unfortunately, the models are usually just not as good. They're not bad, they're just not as, you know, concept art always looks better than the finished product. So to the Riverside Motel. And just a worthwhile note, the Riverside Motel is a direct parallel to Silent Hill 2, in which the Riverside Motel is the last area of the game, and Travis has been there before. He has experience there. Whereas in Silent Hill 2, James's last area is the hotel, the Lakeside Hotel. Or maybe it's Lakeview. No, that's Lakeview Amusement Park, and then Lakeside. I don't know. It all gets a little bit muddy. But anyways, they go to the hotel at the end, and he's been there before with Mary, and so it's a parallel, again, with Silent Hill 2. So the road we came up here on is blocked off now. Oh, never mind. We went through the apartment building, which means we will have to go to, let's see, where is the motel? I think it's over here somewhere. It's not. Oh, here it is. Riverside Motel. So we want to, if memory serves correctly, we do need to go to a bookstore. And there's Andy's books right there. So we're just gonna head down the street. Because I do remember when I played this game, in between each major area or level, as some people would say, you go to a very short intermediate level. Sorry, I'm going to use an energy drink really quick. Should be in here. And no, it's supplies. My bad. I just want to note really quick, the texture work on this collapse actually looks great when you upscale the resolution and everything. So off to Annie's books. I think we have plenty of ammo. Plenty enough. Well, I guess it's technically plentiful. I can't speak English. There's this station wagon over here. Doesn't look like there's anything else, except there's a little shovel. Oh, I thought that was cracked open or something. Here's Cafe Sun. Nothing really to see here though. Just a health drink, and it looks like there's some ammo in the corner over there. I'm just gonna run away from this guy. Here's a restaurant, Die Die. And this is Andy's books, I think. The door's smashed open. We should leave though, because I want to check the rest of the street really quickly. Yeah, let's just check the end of the street. Wow, that was it's bugging out pretty hard here. No supplies except for this. No supplies except for these supplies. So there's a lot of energy drinks in this game, but I haven't found many health drinks yet. We're gonna switch to software mode because once we go in here it's dark. Okay. Just another book. Comedy books. Other people's jokes don't make me laugh. Alright, Travis. You edgy bastard. Oh, there's a creepy mannequin here. He's wielding an AK-47. And, There's a note. Andy, everything is fine. Sold lots of books. Have locked your keys in the cash register. The combination is your Greenfield apartment number. Hope you enjoyed your vacation. So this, we need a key to get through here, and we don't have a map for inside here. But what you actually can do is you can, let's grab this assault rifle ammo, run all the way back to Greenfield Apartments and look around for a room with books, and there's only a couple rooms in there, but I will spare us the trouble because I actually do remember it. It's just 213. Yes. I don't really know how I remember that. I remember a lot of codes. I can tell you just about every door code that isn't randomized from 2 and 3 and 1. Like the, I believe it's the second or third floor hospital hallway door in Silent Hill 2 is 7335. Oh, here's the hospital again. It's a little box right here. It's a toolbox. We'll just grab it for fun. Oh, there's a floating health drink over here. Shotgun ammo. Oof. We narrowly dodged that. Let's head upstairs here and see if anything's different. This is the post office, of course, with the moths. Nope, nothing different. So we got the room 502 key here much earlier. So I'm pretty sure we used that at the Riverside Motel, but I think it might be an optional room, or maybe it isn't. I'm not sure, but it seems like such an out of the way reference Easter egg area that I can't imagine it being. Assault rifle ammo here. So what's neat is if you actually explore areas you've already been to, you will find more items now, since it's later in the game. Which is, I don't believe that was used in 2 or 3, or 1. But I appreciate it. My stamina is shockingly low. So we're gonna head in the direction of the... The Riverside Motel looks like it's blocked off just about every way we could imagine. Huh. Yeah, this road's blocked and this one's blocked. This one is blocked. Looks like we might have to go through the general store on the right here. So let's hope that's true. Let's switch to hardware mode now that we're out in the open. Here is the a much larger carry-on. This thing does a lot of damage, and we're gonna try to avoid it. Let's check for items in here. Rifle ammo. So we are actually running pretty low on supplies, honestly. At least in the health drinks department. Yes, we can go in the general store. Excellent. Oops. Let's go in software mode. And then come back in. Okay. Adjusting my chair. Alright, now we've got the fully loaded general store. Full of old bottles. There's a toolbox and a screwdriver here. All the dates have expired, so I'd rather not drink these. Fair enough. Looks like there's an ampoule right here. And a health drink over here. Oh, there's a note there that I didn't read. It's a receipt. Someone has written on the receipt, "Here comes a candle to light you to bed. Here comes the butcher to chop off your head." Wow, that's got me shaking in my boots. We'll make a save game 6 here. Okay. So, what's over here? Just some old boxes. Fair enough. There can't be something exciting and cool in every single shop. Is this an item? No, it's not. So we are behind the general store now. Lots of empty cans all over the place. An energy drink. I can appreciate that. And here's the other side of the collapsed road. Another little carry-on. Rodeo sign, July 7th. Are we going the wrong way? The road back here was collapsed, so I don't think this is the right way. Though we should just cross it off on our map, so that we don't come back here by mistake later. Uh-oh. High stakes, low speed running. Head down this little alleyway. Health drink. I always appreciate that. There's another Caliban here. He's huge. We'll try to avoid him. You can hear it kind of makes a stone dragging sound, which is interesting because it didn't seem to have any stone or cement on him. But it's intimidating nonetheless. Let's use a health drink. Let's just heal ourselves fully. And this looks like more rifle ammo, if I'm not mistaken. It's a wooden plank, but we don't need it. This reminds me we should switch to hardware mode. There's another Caliban. So we just ran by Allen's storage. There's a blue catfish diner to our left. And energy drink, assault rifle ammo, and a health drink. This is the hot spot. Let's check out the blue catfish diner. Just see really quick if they have anything for us. Doesn't look like it. It's a very loud crashing noise. And this looks like the motel on our left. So Travis thinks he's been here before. It's locked. For trade inquiries, please use the pedestrian entrance. So staff entrance is back here. We'll try that. This must be it. It is. Excellent. So I really like this area. This is a more... I mean, all of these areas have been traditional Silent Hill areas. I mean, Halcomilla Hospital, abandoned mental hospital. A theater is not really a traditional Silent Hill area, but it keeps with the traditional design of wandering around, fighting items, exploring rooms, and so on. And Riverside Motel is a perfect area for that. It's sort of like the apartment building in Silent Hill 2. It's just the quintessential Silent Hill. So let's save the game before we head in here. Okay, So this is the storeroom. The camera angle tells me the door is probably open, so I want to check the rest of these doors first. They're all locked tight. So we'll have to go through here. I used the motel key. Cool beans. So there's a slight glitch there at the beginning because I had to switch it to software mode, but there was a flashback of Travis and an older man coming in here. That actually sounds pretty sexually devious, but it's actually just him and his dad were staying here while his mom was in Cedar Grove Sanitarium. The pages are torn out, leaving only one entry. Room 500, named Mr. R. Grady. Other occupants: son, reason for visit, business/pleasure, check-in date. Well, there's their problem. They mix business and pleasure. I was just thinking, this is something I've heard other people touch on, specifically when I watched the two best friends, Matt and Pat. They played Silent Hill 2, and they touched on this, which is that by Homecoming, Silent Hill has a disproportionate amount of mental hospitals because El Camino is meant to be a normal hospital in Silent Hill 1 and Silent Hill Origins right here. But then in Homecoming, El Camino Hospital shows another appearance, and it's a mental hospital as well. So they have the Cedar Grove Sanitarium and the El Camino Mental Hospital, which is pretty silly. And then Brookhaven is sort of a mental hospital in a lot of ways, with the padded rooms and all that. So there's a little rotary calendar here, and we have to figure out what the date is, and it's probably not 2071, so I don't remember this, but I'm going to take a guess that it might be our check-in date on our guest register here. Oh, it doesn't say a date. It is scribbled out, so we'll have to figure that out, I'm guessing. Let's grab this room key over here, room 306. I do think we get to check out room 302 of the Riverside Motel here, but I don't know if it has any references to Silent Hill 4. Probably not. We did get the map, which means there's a door right over here. And we're outside again, but I'm not going to bother switching to hardware mode, because I'm sure we'll go inside in a second. The phones are out, as is typical of this situation. So we'll make sure we check all these things, because the number one thing that leads to wasted time in Silent Hill games is not checking every door consistently. And I'm as guilty of this as anybody. In fact, I've seen people speedrun the games, and even though they've played it a million times, oftentimes they'll accidentally run one door too far. And let's check these gates over here before we head on. They accidentally run one door too far, and then they have to open the map and close the map and make sure they're where they think they are, and it wastes quite a few seconds, which is a big time in a speedrun. So we're going to, I guess, explore this floor. It's a straight jacket here. He spit on us. So the one thing I don't like about the head bullet looked like it ricocheted and hit me in the shin. About the straight jacket's spitting attack is that the lying figure's spitting attack looks like it's really spraying out acid from its mouth and from all around, and it looks like more of a blanket coating acid. It looks more it sounds silly, but it looks more symbolic. It looks more meaningful, and it does have a meaning behind it. I won't spoil it exactly. But in this game, the spraying of the acid really just looks like more of a... It looks like Reptile's attacks from Mortal Kombat. It looks a little too, I don't know, powerful, I guess. I got the light stand. That was not what I expected to do there. There's a wedding cake, a tuxedo, and a wedding dress. Looks like it's been here a while. That's disconcerting, actually. Nothing in here. I guess there's nothing in here, really. Just some wedding dress and gear. I don't know why, but that's really off-putting. Good job, developers. Just wedding gear on the bed and nothing else. Broken door. Some kind of enemy up ahead. Or somewhere. Oh, it's right here. Shoot. I shot him right in his monkey and peewees. Ooh, that's a good camera angle right there. I really like that. Okay, anyways, let's check out the rest of this. The Riverside Motel does not accept responsibility for any theft from rooms or cars left in the parking lot. Alright. So I believe we were right here, and we went up these stairs and went around here, came back down, and right here. So we'll check the gate next to us, and we'll just go from right to left. We're gonna try and skirt by this carry-on just to check this gate really quickly. It looks like it might be open. Ah, it's locked from the other side. Okay. So this is a tricky situation because the carry-on is skirting right by the doors here. Oh, thankfully we got him stuck in a corner. This door opens. I wonder which room this is. Oh, there's a terrifying creature here. Wow. This is a scary creature. Oh shit, I died. That thing got us good. Well, at least you got to see the game over screen. We will, let's see what happens. Okay, everyone, we are back. We are at room 308 again, and we're about to head in. I did kill a few carry-ons here, as you can see, just to be more safe. And as I said, there's a horrific monster in here, and apparently it was too horrific for me to handle because it killed me within seconds. So we are going to reload our weapons and we're going to check how much ammo we have here for the assault rifle. 72. That's pretty good. Rifle ammo, we have 20. Service pistol target ammo. Shotgun, we have 6. So we're going to try and use the shotgun on this thing. And I don't know if you got a glimpse of it, but you can kind of guess what it symbolizes just from seeing a bit of it. But we're going to try and take it on again. We knocked it down. Let's see if we can step on it now. Nope. There we go. Okay, so I'll have to show a different picture of this thing just so you can get a better look. But this is the sort of final concept art of it. There is earlier concept art, but this monster is called the Two-Back, and I believe the name is a reference to a Shakespearean term he uses, and I think the play is Othello. He says they made the beast with two backs, which is a reference to sexual intercourse, of course. Intercourse, of course. That's stupid. Anyways, this is a reference again to Travis's sexual hang-ups, sexual issues, mainly in the... Sorry, I'm moving around my chair. The implication of all these sexual insecurities and hang-ups that Travis has is, one, his issues with his mother, and two, the fact that truckers are notoriously unable to have good relationships with women because they are always moving around, they're trucking across the nation, they're never home. And so the motel is the first place we see the Two-Back, because motels are thought of as sort of bastions and havens of sex for truckers. And also the fact that sexual intercourse in itself creates this monster called the Two-Back, that it actually, the concept itself becomes a monster for Travis, says a lot about who he is and his issues. And, well, there's a bit more to say about it, but again, it relates to endings, so we can't go in too much detail just yet. Let's see. Let's use the service pistol for now. Actually, we have so much target pistol ammo, we might as well use this just for the carry-ons and stuff we find. Anyways, so we'll keep exploring the motel. Two-Backs are... Wow. Hey, buddy. That's kind of scary, actually. There's one thing that I really like about... That's room 306. We used the key for it, so... We're gonna head in here. And we see the Two-Back. And the Two-Back is the most powerful non-boss enemy in the game. We're stuck here. We're gonna try and take it out before we die. Why are you facing the other way? Okay. Okay. We got beat up pretty bad there, but that's okay. Anyways, this is room 306. We had a key to it, so it must have some sort of significance. Ah, there's the significance. There's a mirror in here. So we will check out the mirror, but not just yet. I want to finish exploring. But as I was saying, what I really like about this game is the sheer scope of the Caliban is actually really frightening. There haven't really been... I mean, Pyramid Head is big, he's tall, he's muscular, but he's not really, you know, that scary because of his size as much as everything else about his design. Whereas it's a new concept to have it where... I'll just unlock that gate to be safe. But it's a new concept to have a Silent Hill monster who is intimidating just because he's so big. He's, compared to everything else, just look at him. And I really do like that. Also, the design itself is really good. You know, how it looks is cool, so that really does look awesome. Anyways, I just wanted to mention really quickly, Caliban I like, not just because it looks really good, but it's one of the only, or one of the big non-derivative enemy designs we see in the game, whereas the Straitjacket, Lying Figure, nurses, and so on, the The Caliban is really inspired. I mean, even if it is inspired from the movie, it's still a good design. So there's this section behind the stairs that we haven't checked out yet, so we're gonna check this out. We can go in here, I guess. Wow. This got hit like 3 times. Oh, I'm out of ammo. That was terrible. I went to switch to a melee weapon, but you have to go up and then left. My bad. Get the shotgun ammo. And what room is this? This is room 312, okay. Is there anything else in here? Not really. Oh, hey buddy. Oh, I don't know what I did there. I guess the game bugged. It's never my fault. There's no way I accidentally hit the triangle button instead of the circle button. Oh, I'm actually really damaged. You can tell because you can hear the heart beating. Here's some health drinks we have in pools. Let's use the first aid kit. Oh, there's a health drink here. That's handy. So I think we're going to go ahead and use a different gun here. Or a different weapon, which will be a gun. And we checked all of these doors. Right? Yeah. So we're just gonna head back downstairs and check out this side of the aisle. Or of the motel, I guess would be a more accurate term. If I can traverse my way around the stairway. We can go through here, thankfully. So let's see. We have rooms on each side. And there is a mirror up there for when we run out of places to go. And this is room 302. So let's see if there's any Silent Hill 4 references in here. A suitcase full of shoes. It's not too exciting. A light stand. Although the suitcase full of shoes is a reference to something. It's a reference to an ending of the game. Turns out that Travis's sexual hang-ups are all because he has a disturbing and violent shoe fetish. He's like the guy in To Catch a Predator who wanted to take the girl boot shopping. Anybody who hasn't seen To Catch a Predator really should watch every minute of it. Back when I was in high school, during all my off periods, I'd take a laptop and I'd just watch To Catch a Predator in the library with my earbuds in. That was a good time. I've seen every one. There's like 12 episodes. There's a barrier that's been erected here. I'm not going to get through it. I think there's 12 episodes. I've seen every one maybe 4 or 5 times. It's one of the funniest series that's ever been put on television. Where's the monster? He's in here, I guess. Probably better I use the shotgun if we're gonna be up close. Okay. Rifle ammo. I don't think there's anything else in here. There's a toilet. But toilets aren't usually that exciting unless you're playing Silent Hill 2. Nothing else in here. Broken. I'm gonna guess at least one of these is broken. Yeah, they're both broken. So it looks like we just have to head upstairs and use the mirror. Because there's nothing else to do here. I guess it's not really upstairs, it's downstairs over here. I should have just used the gate, but that's okay. No big deal. Oops. Can you hear the Caliban lurking? I keep wanting to say Taliban. Okay, here's the mirror. So this is one thing I really like about the Riverside Motel's Otherworld is it's more unapologetically stylized than the other worlds, which are more just brown and green. Now this may be derivative of Silent Hill 1 and 3, it's just blood and rust, but it looks pretty good. So, you know, I don't really care about the originality of it. To my beloved wife, I miss you intensely. Watching them take you away was like a dagger through my heart. It had to be done, but now I am so alone. At the doctor's advice, I told Travis you were dead. Maybe it would be better if you were. Helen, will you ever come back to me? Yours forever, Richard. So, of course, that's to Helen, as the letter said. Now we have the whole hotel to explore once again. Nice big jail gate bars. Okay. What's in here? I gotta get the health drink from the toilet. Maybe a reference to Silent Hill 2's reaching the toilet for the wallet. Although it's... who knows. Pretty funny though. There's a little indent here. Doesn't seem to go anywhere. Broken door. Broken door. Straight jacket over here. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to hurt us because this gate's blocked, so we're going to reload the gun, and we should check our map. Let's try the gate to our right. Oh, there's nothing here except hell. That looks pretty cool. It's just a black void. And another big gate here. But over here we have a door we didn't try. Broken. A doorway we can go through. There's no gate here. Oh, hey buddy. Just a big void here. There's some ammo. Or shotgun ammo, actually. That's very handy. And we should just use a health drink. Just to be safe. Then we'll take a look at our map. We can try the gate behind us, but it's welded shut. Which means We only have to our right and then forward. This gate is rusted shut. There's a door here, but it's broken. Well, we can go through this door, thankfully. So I'm glad they saved this area for last, because it actually is really cool. It's a well-designed area. There's a carry-on there. I don't know why he didn't aim at the monster. So there's something really annoying to me about this game, which is that you can shoot the monster and it'll go to the ground, and then if you hit the X button to execute it or finish it off, Travis will shoot it again. But if you just walk up and you are out of ammo, or you haven't reloaded, then he will just stomp on the monster while holding the shotgun. So I don't know why the default isn't just stomp on it instead of use up a very valuable extra round to finish it. Why they do that is beyond me. Although I know that Downpour does the same thing for some reason. Again, which is weird, the little details like that seem to carry over to Downpour. Even though Downpour is, as I was taking a pause to shoot the carry-on, Downpour is actually made by different developers. It's actually outsourced to just a Czechoslovakian team of developers. So that's pretty silly. Gate is welded shut. It looks like we can run over here. But I want to try these doors first.